Man from the light, one goes away. We proud of who we are. Sit down today. One goes away. We proud of who we are. We are one dang Magalamo, and I one dang Jang Majomo. Proud of who we are. The best pull up Japan. We go straight Japan, my sister. When they see me coming, they feel like we're gonna pass. Money for me, follow me. Douala, me sit down, feel like I said. We don't want to say, you ain't have to say. God can be man for me, love me like one. There's no one goes away. We proud of who we are. Sit down today. There's no one goes away. We proud of who we are. God can be man for me, love me like one. There's no one goes away. We proud of who we are. Sit down today. There's no one goes away. We proud of who we are. Let's sing and set the door. For the cause when we are watching go. For the cause when we dance and set the door. For the cause when we are watching go. For the cause I will see some. If you not say you be proud of your beginning, make me the shine. Follow me, follow me, shine. The bambole walk, we be young, we be young, I'm in the this one again. I'll be proud of me, licky girl, yeah. I'm proud of who I am, yeah. C'est pas moi tout, yeah. Pas vous, ça mouille. Bangade, bangjoune, I am so excited to be back. Hi guys, I can't see any comments, but I can see that you guys are live. So I can only see R4. So if you're live, let me know. Signal, leave a comment. Come on guys, I'm so excited. Is anyone as excited as I am? Welcome to the Woman Experience turned the Goretti Show. First episode of the Goretti Show. Is the tribe here? I can see you all. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. So welcome to the Goretti Show, the brand new brand new show. Yes, I can see you. Thank you so much. Welcome. I can't stop saying welcome. I'm that excited. Can you see me? I need to cool down, Goretti, cool down. Okay. Hi guys. Should I be posh? How are we gonna do it? I can see you all. Hi Lolo, hi Montio, hi Cynthia, hi B. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, you guys. Hi Maria. I'm so glad that you guys are back. Yay. I appreciate you all for spending this Wednesday evening with me. What do you guys think about the new name, the Goretti Show? What do you guys think? So I have to, you know why I had to change it, especially members of the Woman Experience Tribe. You know why? Because the name the Woman Experience Tribe seemed to alienate a few of our brothers and some of our sisters in the community. And I just thought, you know what? This platform is truly inclusive. So I didn't want people to feel like they were being, excluded from the show because of the name of the show, The Woman Experience. So it was only natural that when I was thinking of rebranding the name of the show, I chose The Goretti Show. Papa, can you see that in the background? What do you guys think about the new studio? But anyways, thank you all. It is the same format. It's very interactive. If you've got anything to add, we're still learning through our shared experience. The ethos remains the same. We're learning through our shared experiences. And so if when I bring our guests, you know how we do. If you've got any comments, any suggestions, anything to share on whatever bit of the conversation that we are talking about, please do not hesitate to leave it all in the comments. And I'll try to bring it on to to the screen so that we can all be a part of it. So without further delay, I have an amazing, I've been looking forward to this first guest for, I'm sure, for more than a year now, because she is somebody that just intrigues me. Her branding in the Cameroonian media landscape is amazing. So without further ado, guys, let us welcome our first guest of the Goretti show, Joan Ngomba. Hi, Joan. Why is it gone down? Joan, can you see me? Oh, hi. There you are.
Yes, I can. Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
darling.
everyone. Hi, Goretti.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're the very first guest of the Goretti show. I know. Oh my God. I'm so excited. It's like it's Christmas. 2 months has been a long time. We've been off air for about 2 months, because
Mm-hmm.
of Christmas and personal things that I've been going through, trying to get it together. But I think we are back. So what do you think? This what do you think of this look?
I love black and white. I love the the combination of black and white. So I can see Goretti there, and I
Yeah,
can see a couple of, I think, historic pictures. Your picture, maybe some quotes. I
yeah.
don't know. I'm struggling, but
No, I'm
that's
glad.
okay. I love it.
Thank you so much. You've been an amazing guest behind the scenes. You've been very cooperative, so I really appreciate that. But I know
Thank
you,
you.
I know you very well because I'm in entertainment, and so I've been following your journey. But by
Mm-hmm.
the way, guys, did I tell you she's joining us from Cameroon? So fingers crossed. We hope that the internet behaves itself this time around. She's joining us from Boya, our
Yeah.
hometown. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Joan, I
Yeah.
call you Joan. What do you call yourself?
Actually, that's the right pronunciation for the name, Joan. Joan. That's
I
Joan. I
know.
think British people are going to understand that better. But my grandmother, whose name I took, or my mother named me after her own mother, back in the village they used to call her Joanne.
Hmm.
Joanne. So everybody in my home, or those who schooled with me or something, who call me Joanne, who called me Joan, called me Joanne. But when I went to Nigeria, most of the Nigerians were calling me Joan, not Joanne.
So what do you call yourself?
I think I go with both names. I don't care.
So to the
Joan,
public, you call yourself Joan.
Joan Gomba, Joan
Hmm.
Gomba. Yeah.
And when you have you had any have has anybody noticed, like especially those back home in Cameroon, have they made any comments about how you called your name?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe once. No, I think maybe my mom. My mom is like, "Is this Joanne?" It's my mother's name. So it's Joanne. You're lucky I didn't name you Joanna, because I think that's the full name that she wanted to name. I was like, hell no, thank God you didn't name me Joanna. Who's Joanna? But I think Joan is fine. Joanne, whatever suits you, man. It's my name, so I go with it. I don't care.
Okay, I'm glad. That some of us grow up and then we rebrand everything about ourselves. From our
Yes.
names to our complexions to our
Yes.
accent, everything completely changes. So I was curious about that because that would kind of give me an inkling of the kind of person you are. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's
that's
true.
why, yeah. But
Joanne, it's fine. My mother calls me by my middle name, Modu, Modu. It
mhm,
comes from the name Modupe, which is a Yoruba name, my father's mother's name.
okay,
So her name is Modupe, and Modupe in Yoruba means thankful,
yeah.
thank you, thankful. So
Hmm.
you have Oluwa Modupe, which is the full name.
Hmm.
So God, I thank you.
Hmm.
So they call me Modu at home. My father calls me Dupe. So
Yeah,
those are
Nigerians
the, so
call
people call me, yeah, Nigerians call me Dupe most of the time
Dupe,
because I
Obi
have that name.
Dupe. Mhm. So I personally have known Joan for, well, not known you on a personal level, but followed your career since the days of Lagos, because you've been in
Yes.
this media landscape for so long, and I don't even know, guys. Anybody who is watching, do you know Joan Ngomba? Do you know this media personality, this Cameroonian media personality who is doing amazing things in our media landscape? If you do, let me know in the comments. But I have
I
followed
hope
you.
they know me.
Wait, why did you ask that? So
No,
do you
I hope
compare
they know. I wanted
yourself?
to say, please, even if they don't know me, it's fine. They'll know me today. So thanks to Goretti show. So I'm like, yeah, I have new friends now.
Exactly, exactly. You get an opportunity to meet our tribe and become part of us. So, but
Yes.
do you consider yourself famous?
No.
You don't.
No, but when you go play to places, whether events or just normal, normal places like shops, um, I don't know, restaurants, and people recognize you. Sometimes they come like, "Hey, are you Joan Ngomba?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." And they'll be like, "Ah, I watch you on your show. Congrats!" So sometimes I get very embarrassed. I get shy. Most of the
Mhm.
time, people don't understand that. Like, "Oh, you're always on TV all the time. Why are you shy?" But I get shy sometimes. Yeah,
And
but
that show that they watch you on is Freaky Table, isn't it?
yes, yes. Even I mean, like taxi driver. Like there was a taxi driver who picked me up at Moliko and was dropping me off at home up
Hmm.
by Mountain Hotel. And when I got to the entrance of my house and I wanted to pay him, he was like, "No, no, no, you're Joanne, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Freaky table." I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Don't worry, it's okay, go for free." I'm like, "Oh, thank
The
God." These are the first that come with the whole thing. I'm like, "Oh,
the
great."
perks of the perks of being a celebrity. I love that. I love that. Don't worry. So somebody knows you. Nadine says, yes, I know her back from her days in Lagos. I'm glad she came back to Cameroon as we need objective people in the industry. So somebody knows you. Oh, and Yenny knows you as well. Yenny says, I know her. I featured her in YW magazine. I followed her story from day one. Right, Yenny? And she is, I
Yes.
think that you are a force that we should all keep our eyes on, because your brand of entertainment is very objective, like Nadine said. You know, why I took notes of you is when I watched Lagos Fashion Week that year and I listened
Mm-hmm.
to your kind of questions, they were so different. They were so different. They were so fun, and so engaging.
Thank you.
Who is this
Thank you.
girl? And then Auntie Bebe told me, Florence told me that she's Cameroonian, I'm like, oh, and that's when I started following your trajectory. So honestly, well done. I'm
Oh.
so glad. So what is Freaky Table? Mimi is asking, what is Freaky Table? Do you want to share what Freaky Table is?
No, yeah, of course, of course. This is public knowledge anyway. So, Freaky Table is an online show which I created back in April 2020. I
Mm-hmm.
just needed apparently it's just myself and my friends who hang out usually, and then we get into arguments all the time. We argue
Mm-hmm.
about politics, entertainment, fashion,
Mm-hmm.
both international topics and national topics. So it stirs up really good conversation. We end up going learning something about the topic and the person who is at the opposing side.
Yeah.
So one day one of us said, if camera will be for yeah, this will be a really good reality show.
Yeah.
So me being the producer that I am, I'm like, okay, that sounds great. So I spoke with my investor, Wilson, yeah, and he said, yeah, I pitched the idea to him. He was like, yes, let's go. So we shot the pilot. Actually
Mm-hmm.
it didn't come out nice because the sound was bad, not that the content was bad. We had bad sound, so I said, no, 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 we're not pushing this thing out. No, 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 no. So we stayed for like a couple of months and then shot again, and then
Mm-hmm.
came out nice. We got Zumo Studios to do the production for us, and then take.
And
So
and
Freaky Table is just three friends hanging out on a large table, drinking tea and
yeah.
talking entertainment from social media. So we bring the trendy topics from social media to television. So we argue objectively, or someone takes a side. But it's actually a critic show. It's really,
Yeah.
really intense sometimes, but fun and sarcastic, and.
And I like that it's very objective. It's not
Yes.
personal at all. And the guys on the show, those Yana
Oh my
and
gosh. Paul
Elonge.
Elonge and Yana Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. That's why I just look at them like the most intelligent people in the world.
Very, very, very
So they are
intelligent guys.
so committed and devoted to the show. They want it to work. They want, like, they say that finally there's a place where people can actually hear the truth, and not, if you want to feel bad, that's on you. But
Yeah.
three of us, when if we criticize someone, it's not like when we see you outside, we're not going to say hello. If you invite us to your show, we are going to show up. So
Yeah.
it is not like, oh, because I spoke to you or I didn't like your song, when you do a music video release, I'm not coming. No, please. You send us invites, we land there, whether it's in Douala, Yaoundé, we show up. We're like, yeah,
And
let's support the industry.
and I think that's what we need. We need objectivity for the industry to grow, because it's become very. How would you describe the You are there, so I shouldn't talk from a distance. But you living the Cameroonian media industry, you living within it. How would you describe it to those of us in the diaspora who are watching from a distance? How would you describe it to us?
The truth is that Cameroon entertainment industry is growing, which is I hate calling it baby, because I feel like if you say baby, it's like we are going to crawl for the rest of our lives. So I think that it's step by step. We're going one step at the time. But I think we can see the people putting the effort to move, to lift everything up. And then there are others who just want to stay contented with what they have, or others who want to drag other people down. So I think Cameroonian celebrities and fans and media ought to learn how to build, whether it is coming from negativity or positivity. It's all about moving forward. It is not about, oh, because you insulted me yesterday, I'm not showing up at your stuff, I'm not pushing your stuff, I'm not doing. No, that's not it. It is about, what did they say about me that I should look at. If they didn't like the video, what were their reasons? And then I look into those reasons and see how to fix them in the next project, without taking it personal. I think most of the time people take it so personal. They feel like, and sometimes I say, like, I didn't insult your mom, I didn't insult your family, so I don't understand why you think that it's so personal. I don't know you, I don't know your family, I don't know if you have kids, I don't know nothing. So what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the thing that you put out there for the public to watch or to listen to. So you have the right to put it for me to listen or watch, but you think that I don't have the right to comment on it or have an opinion or whatever. No, it doesn't work that way. So if you put it out there, it's for the whole world to see it and say whatever they want to say.
I think that we
it's
need
growing,
to be,
but
I don't know if growing. I think that the audience needs to be a bit mature as well. Like,
yes, that's a fact.
We need to be a bit mature, and also we need to learn. Again, we keep singing that song of "Buy Cameroon," isn't it? Consume Cameroon, support Cameroon. But I think that, but I believe that
people say that that's the biggest scam that has ever happened. Like, support your own hashtag. I think most people are so quick to say support your own. I think you support without getting anything. It's not. It's like giving, right? It's like you giving somebody something without necessarily expecting the person to give you anything back. But why you're giving is because you want that person to be better. You want that person because you know that if that person is better, the person is going to help another person who gets better, and then that's how everybody gets better. That's what I know giving is. But in this whole sphere that I am in, it's not like that. It's like, when I give you a bottle of water, I need a bottle of Coke back. So once that Coke is not coming, it's like, that person is very stingy, that person is self-centered, that person is, so it just kills the growth itself. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And people should stop taking things very personal. I think that's the one thing that kills everybody.
Kills our industry.
So criticism is not personal. They are criticizing what you put out in public. It's not that they're criticizing things that happen in your house. Nobody knows that. But whatever is in public.
Yeah, I really want to encourage everyone to actually if you haven't already, go on YouTube at Decoded TV and watch Freaky Table. You would thank me later. These young people are changing, completely changing the industry in terms with that show. The show is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
The fashion. The fashion.
And shout out to my co-host, though. I'm sure they're watching this. Elonge and Yana, shout out to you guys.
I hope I can get you guys on this show.
And Obed, our editor.
But for those who are commenting on my lipstick, thank you guys so much. You know, I only rep our girl Skylar Glam Cosmetics. So if you haven't bought yours already, I don't know what you're waiting for. SkylarGlam.com. Go and get yourself lipstick. She's got a wide range of colors. This is what I'm rocking right now. So
Nice.
Joan, I know you should.
So you're ready for the Valentine's Day then, because that lip is like, kiss me.
you know, I am so ready, so ready for Valentine's Day. But let's talk about you, Joan, because you're no stranger to not controversy per se, but we've had on the previous show, the Goretti, the woman experience, we had guests. We talked about how people present themselves on social media, how they dress and things like that. And then I'm always very fascinated by you because your style is so sexy. So very sexy. Yes, yes, ma'am. Look at
my
that.
Goodness.
I know I have to get that picture so people get exactly what I'm saying. And you are so bold, but you're living in Cameroon, you know, and you get dressed like that. Like, how is that received? Because every time I see one of your pictures, I'm like, I'm so glad.
It depends on what perspective you're looking at. But I think the one time that my outfit, something I wore that went right up to CRTV, was a whole topic there, was 2017, what I wore for the BDME. It was very transparent, very sheer, green, sparkly, kind of sequence kind of, dress, sleeveless. And it was done by Magos Mode, by the way. That's my friend and my fashion designer. So she did it. When I saw the dress for the first time, I was like, wait, where's the inner part of this dress? She said, no, it's a digital show. You need to, own the place and stuff. So it's not a fashion show. So you need to be extra. I'm like, okay. Because you're not the one wearing it, so it's me. And she said, no, go bold, go bold. So I wore it when I went, and then I won. I won Best Blogger English for the BDMA in 2017. So when I walked up stage to pick up my award, oh my goodness. Like,
what happened?
The whole hall was like, what the hell is she wearing?
I'm trying to get that picture up because I know that
I wonder if you're going to see it.
the green shade thing that you wore.
Yeah, it's green. So I mean, Poshi for CRTV, she held on it when Bonte, the CEO for BDME, went up there for an interview after the event, and she was like, and there was this girl wearing this, But now Poshi is my, it's like my acquaintance, like a friend. So big sis, I respect her. But that was one look that I know everybody was like, what in the world is she wearing? But after that, I think that fashion is something that is the mood, Yeah, exactly. That's it. You found that dress.
I found it, yes.
Yeah, I think that's one of the boldest things I've ever worn. But I think for me, fashion is all about personality. It's all about freedom and you oozing out what you feel inside. And if I want to wear a suit, I wear a jacket. I'll be like, but why am I wearing a shirt underneath? I'm not going to an office. So I'm going to a movie premiere.
It's hot.
Yeah. So steam up the look a little bit. Like, take off the shirt, the turtleneck. What is that? Let the guys wear that. And then I just wear my...
and then you appear like that.
Yeah. And everybody gets to talk about it. I'll be like, yeah, I'm in the news, so that's good. But it's fashion forward. And I'm not saying... if you're not comfortable with your skin, please don't wear it, so that you don't people don't insult you and they feel terrible after that. If you're bold enough to do that, then go on.
So I mean, you have really mastered what it means to be a media personality and to be a celebrity. I mean, you're well on your way to being a celebrity. You are one of those that I believe
the internet, as usual, is about to mess us up.
Oh dear. So has it gone? Let me know when it comes back. So I hope you guys are, let me know in the comments. Everyone's gone really quiet. So Joan, are you back? Yeah, she's back. Okay, it's fine. So I was just saying that you are one of those who've really mastered what it means to be a celebrity. I mean, you're well on your way to being a celebrity. How I mean, a Cameroonian celebrity. We're not going to call you an Anglophone celebrity. We'll call you a Cameroonian celebrity. But I'm curious Because it's not many a young girl who grows up wanting to be an entertainer, especially in our time. I know you're probably a generation younger than me, but still, what 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 did you ever think that this would be what you would dream? When did this dream start for you?
No, I studied history in school, by the way, at UB. I have a degree in
Mhm.
history and archaeology. But when I was in school, I used to sneak into journalism class, family law class,
Mhm.
just to go and argue. Believe me,
So you're
just to
very
go and argue.
opinionated.
Yes, just to go argue about something. And then in my class, for the international courses, my late professor or lecturer, Etan Gondop, used to separate the class into groups or
Mhm.
boys and girls, and then gives a topic. Then we have to debate. So I
Yeah.
was like that kind of person that would be like at the forefront debating and.
Mhm.
But besides that, personally, when I get out of school, I'm very quiet. I'm very
Okay.
reserved. I go home. I like sitting at home watching my movies or watching football matches and having a good conversation on the phone. So it
Mhm.
was a very contrast personality when every time people see me, because in school I'm very like loud and like, yo, this, in
Mhm.
19 this and that. So I loved history because it was, I could use it to argue to to argue my points. I loved researching, so
Yeah.
that when you're arguing, it needs to be backed by facts. So I always go and research, go to the library, go on the internet, to do that. So that was me. But all of that, I didn't know that it would land me here.
Mhm.
I didn't know if it was
Did
going
it
to.
really land you there, or did you chart your own course?
No, I think sometimes when people say these things like, "Oh, something met me," I'll be like, "Please, I'm I'm sure you went and looked for the thing. Stop making noise." But
Yeah.
when I finished school, the first job I ever had was at the at the architectural firm, Jen's Production. It was owned
Mhm.
by Ewanegaje, and I was a PA for him. I was a PA for the director. So we used to move a lot. So I get to experience different things, which broadened my knowledge about people in Cameroon,
Mhm.
politics. He was into politics, so we used to go for his campaigns and stuff. So I used to see a lot of things. When I went to Nigeria briefly with my father to see
Mhm.
his mom and my cousins, and when
Mhm.
I came back, unfortunately for me, my last sister, my younger sister, she passed away in a motor accident um, in April 2007.
Mhm.
So that just disoriented my whole life. Like, what I did not even know what I was standing for anymore. Like, all the excitement that I used to be, or everything that I used to be just died.
Yeah.
Like,
I can
there was no
imagine.
laughter anymore. Everything. She was like my best friend, even though she was my sister. She was like my best. She was just 17. So after the burial, I was so depressed. I never went to work. In fact, I resigned from the work. I said, I just wanted to let the pain just end,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and it was depressing. My mother was feeling bad for me, but I knew that she too was dealing with the whole lot. I mean, losing a child is not even
Losing
funny.
a child.
So my friends in Nigeria were like, Joan, I think that you should come to Nigeria and change environment. Maybe you're going to see something here that is exciting, and it might change you, it might give you something else.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, cool. So I went to Nigeria, 2007. I
Mhm.
think 2000, yeah, late 2007. So my friends were like, no, so what do you want to do? I said, I don't know. I don't want to do anything. It was like, but you have to still, you're still alive, right? The other, your sister is dead, but you're alive. So you have to still go on. So I would spend my time crying and my friends would be like, no, 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 no. You need to do something. So they registered me to do a postgraduate course at Unilag. So I wrote the entrance exam. Then I had to spend like 8 months in Nigeria waiting for the results. So I was moving back and forth. Then I now met Sunday Array. Sunday Array is now Wizkid's manager. But back then he was the manager for Mohit Records. So
Mhm.
Mohit Records was made up of The Band, Don Jazzy, The Prince, One Day Cole,
Mhm.
K Switch. Yeah. So I met him and he was like the nicest person I'd ever met in my entire life. Like, he did not. I've never
Is
seen
he
such a
Cameroonian?
selfless.
Is he
No,
Cameroonian?
he's a Nigerian, Yoruba
Are.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, Are, not
Are.
Are.
Okay. I heard Are.
Are, yes. So he took me in, he was taking me, like, so I told him my story. Apparently, it's funny how God makes people to meet.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody I'd never seen with my two eyes, right? And when I went to Nigeria in 2006, before I came in 2007, my sister passed away. My cousins bought a CD, like an album, and gave it to me. Like, oh, check this guy out. His name is Ziban. They call him Coco Master. I was like, I beg, who is that one? Me, I know. I just know. I know Two Face, P
Mm-hmm.
Square, Donga Mighty, and all of that. They were like, no, check this guy out. So when I got the CD home and I played it, I liked one song on the album, Why Me. I loved the song. So I was like, so is this guy that sang this song? So one Sunday at the back of the CD, for inquiries and what, contact this number. So I called the number, thinking I
Mm-hmm.
would speak to the banjo because I was so naive. So when I called, the person was like, hello. I was like, is that the banjo? He was like, nope. So who are you? And then I introduced myself. So where are you calling from? I said, Cameroon. He said, how did you get my number? I said, from a CD and blah, blah, blah. And he said, my name is Sunday. So I'm Dibanji's manager. So this is not Dibanj. But do you want to speak to Dibanj? He's like, of course I want to speak to. That was on a Sunday. He said, call me on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Then Dibanj will be in my office. So you're going to speak. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, I forgot. So 1 month after, 1 month after, I was going to visit my younger sister, the one who passed. It was March. And he called me. I was on my way to Kumba back then. The road was really bad and the trip was so long. So when he called me, I said, I'm going to a town called Kumba to visit my last sister. He was like, okay, when you get to Kumba, beep me or flash me. I'll call back to speak to
Mm-hmm.
your sister. I was like, okay. So when I got that call back, they spoke. Him and my sister spoke 1 week after my
Whoa.
sister passed. One
Wow.
week after, yeah.
Mimi
And you
said
won't
that
imagine.
your
You
sister
won't
died
imagine. Hmm?
and created a path for you.
Yeah. You won't imagine that the day my sister had an accident, I was running to the hospital that they had called me like, oh, your sister had an accident. So when I saw my sister for the first time, I was crying. I cried for like 1 hour, very confused and stuff. Sunday kept calling my phone.
Wow.
Yeah, he kept calling my
And-
phone. I did not know when I like cried for a long time. Then I was like, calm down. Then I picked up his call. He said, are you all right? I said, I didn't, I was just like not trying to tell my personal problems to somebody that I don't know. So I was like, no, yeah, I'm good. He was like, I had a nightmare last night. And for some strange reason, I feel like it's about you.
Oh my
And I was
goodness.
like, huh? Like, you don't even know me. Like, I've never seen you. I don't even know how you even
Yeah.
look like. We've spoken just twice. And he said, I know that it's about you. And I took the dream to my pastor. And my pastor said, it's about death. But I don't know. I don't know. I just said, let me tell you about it. So I was like, Sonia, I'll call you back. I was dealing with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So later that night, like 2 hours after that call, my sister was declared dead. So he called
Wow.
back. Yeah, around 1 a.m. So I told him that my sister had passed. The same sister he spoke to a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's how
wow.
that's how when I finally went to Nigeria, we met finally for the first time, and everything just connected. Yeah, our spirits just moved. He saw
Yeah.
me. He just took me like a daughter up to today. Like, he sees me like a godchild or something. So he's helped me all through my career in Nigeria. He's a powerful man. He's well connected, and
So,
I
so that,
just
that that's how you got the Lagos fashion
that's it.
gig.
That's it.
So that's
So
a
he was the one who held my hands
yeah,
and took me to like press conferences,
yeah.
festivals, shows. I said, this is how he's done. This is how he's done. So he will leave me. When he takes me there, I don't know anybody. He will just leave me inside the crowd and go away. I'm going to greet the people. I will not be following. He said, stay here. Then by the time he comes back, he'll see me. People are talking to me. I'm like, gisting and friendly. Artists will be like, Two Face saw me for the first time at the press conference. He was like, hey,
Mhm.
how are you? Joanne, how are you? And by the time he was looking at me, then he finally, after months, he said, do you know your gift? I said, no. He said, what I've seen, your gift is that people love you. People like to listen to you. People like being around you because it looks like you ooze out positive energy. So
Yeah.
people like being around you. I don't know what that means, but I think that you should tap into that. That's what he told me. So I was like, okay, whatever. That kind of thing. You're young, you don't know anything. So it's like, yeah, and then I
Isn't
was
it
listening. I
isn't it
was listening
amazing
to
that, oh sorry, go on.
Mhm. Now I was listening to Ike Osakiodua a lot, the host of Big Brother Africa. He had a radio show back then, Wild Child, that's the way they were calling him. So all the time I was depressed and going through all the headache I was going through. He was the one I was listening to. And life is so funny. When Sonny said, when you're going back to Cameroon, what do you want to do? That was the first time I told Sonny I want to be a radio broadcaster like my uncle Magna Makoge. I was like, I want to be a radio, I want to speak on radio like Ike Osakiodua. He was like, have you ever met Ike before? I said, no. He said, so did you do journalism? I said, no. He said, what did you do? I said, history. So do your companies employ people who don't do journalism to work? I said, well, I'm going to try. I
Yeah.
came back home, applied for the job. Obviously, they refused because I had no experience. And then I didn't do mass comm. And then I went back to Nigeria. He took me now to shows, took pictures of me, professional pictures. He said, when you go back home, write another application to that same radio station and attach some of these pictures with these stars on it. So when I went there, Ocean City Radio, my boss was like, so you met Two-Face? I'm like, mm-hmm. Have you met P-Square? I said, mm-hmm. He said, so what kind of program can you do for us? I was like, well, I'm into entertainment. I love entertainment. He said, okay, so create an entertainment thing. And then
Yeah.
you have a job. So that's how I
Wow.
got a job at
That's
Ocean
an
City Radio.
that's an
And that was
amazing
the start
story.
of my life.
No, I mean honestly, it's an amazing story. Isn't it funny that God just always places angels just when we need them?
Right? I mean, the power of God is
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's,
Yeah.
it's, it's really powerful. So
Um.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Sonny and Ike. I finally met him though, years after, Ike. And I told him this story. Ike cried, you know.
Wow.
He was like, oh my God.
I have a
So
I have a question from Tessie. Tessie says, you're the first UBX student I've heard saying that they used to attend other classes that had nothing to do with their degree program. Most students rather their classes, especially at the university age. My little question then is, were you attending those unrelated classes due to genuine interest in those other subject areas, or were you just accompanying friends? Because the
no,
last time,
I did. Most of my friends were in law, were in like contract law. They were very interested in contract because they felt like that was the part that would give money. But I attended family law because it for some reason it was interesting. They used to argue about what the father has done, what the mother has done with the children. So I go there just to argue, right?
Mhm.
Just to argue with people there and argue with the lecturer. In
Yeah.
journalism class, it was fun for journalism class. The way I just want to listen to the way journalists speak. Back then we used to listen to Ansang, Rosie Pierre,
Mhm.
Jesse Atogo back then. So I just wanted to just enjoy the whole process of being a journalist.
Yeah.
Not friends. I don't think I had journalism friends who were in journalism class.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say? Yeah, Corinne says God is a good God, and
Oh yes, he
that's
is.
right.
He
The
is.
power of positivity. So being you, so now you're Joan Ngomba, and she is the founder of Decoded TV, by the way. So you guys need to check that out. It's written not like decode, but like decoded. YouTube at Decoded TV. So check her out to see why I am so excited about this young woman. Really, really, really excited. And a young woman you are. What would you say, Joan, as a very sexy, opinionated, independent young woman in that in the media world in Cameroon? What would you say have
Mm-hmm.
been your challenges?
Um, in Cameroon, my goodness, acceptance. Um, Cameroonians are hard to please. I wouldn't lie. They are so hard to please, and acceptance will go from fans to the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cannot even get fans to like what you do, or not even like, they might like it, but they will not even show you that they do like it.
Yeah.
So how to convince them and do all of the magic to the corporate, because you need numbers to convince the corporate to sponsor, to see you, to think that they need you or something.
Yeah.
So first of all, I just decided that, okay, I will not come like Nigerian media personality from Pulse TV, from this is like, you know, when you come like on high grounds and stuff. So I just said, I'm just going to meander myself into mix myself into the whole bunch, and then start from the beginning. Learn how things are done here. Is different from Nigeria, believe me. If I'm having a TV show which I'm creating, the company will just be like, yeah, I love the idea about that thing, call the producer and let's talk business. How can you do this? How can you do that? But here, you are the one running behind the corporate people, as just like you're running behind fans, like constantly posting, constantly being in their faces and say, this is what I do, this is what I do. So I think for me, that's the biggest challenge, right? With Freaky Table now, it's unbelievable, the level of acceptance. And because of that show, many people now are going back to what Decoded TV show, the first TV show I ever created. Now they're going back to those footages and seeing what I did and how much impact I was making or having on the community with that show. And so it's really, really good. It's really I think that, like Elonga says, that this show has finally solidified you as the media personality that you are. So I'm like, well, thanks to you and Yana and the whole production team.
So, but do you believe it? Do you believe it longer when he tells you that?
Elonga will never lie to me.
Okay.
That's somebody that he will tell me to my
No,
face.
not that he's lying.
No, like if he says something,
it?
there's no essence for me to doubt whatever. Yeah, there's no essence for me to doubt what he's saying. I have no reason. I have no reason to doubt him.
Yeah.
Because
okay. I hope we haven't lost her. B, what did you say? Well done. You're creative and thinking out of the box. Taking positive risk definitely pays off. Thank you very much, B. You understand it. It's not easy in our industry, but she's definitely, you guys really need to check out that show. It's called Freaky Table. Her YouTube channel is a Decoded TV. Like I can see Corinne, Liz, and other people have put that in the comments. You really need to check out that show and check out everything she's done. She truly is good at what she does. Hello, darling.
I mean, we've gone that thus far, and it hasn't. I was like, okay, it looks like MTN has pitied us.
No, but MTN has been really good. MTN has been really good. So I'm going to ask you before I get that, I want to ask you something. You're okay. Joan. Is there a Mr. Joan?
A Mr. Joan? If you say that guy is probably going to get pissed.
Okay. So how do I put it?
There's a him. There's a him.
Is there a him?
There is a him. And we've been together for what, 2 years now? So
that's amazing.
It's a gradual process. It's a gradual process. So we're getting there. We hope that something good comes out of it and something stable comes out of it. So it's going to be worth my time and my energy and my heart.
So for what does, not that I want you to speak for him, I don't want to go further down, but as a young girl, again, like I keep describing, independent, sexy, confident, what do no, I'm not going to put you on the spot like that, man, but I'm not going to put you on the spot like that, no.
Ask. What do you want to ask?
What do you think that our parents back home in Cameroon have kind of changed their attitude towards young ladies in the media?
Well, I cannot speak for other parents. I will just speak for mine. For a very long time, my mom.
Let's put it perception. Has perception changed towards young women in the media?
I think it has. I mean, except you don't know how to explain things to your parents. And it also depends on the level of education our parents get as well. Because explaining things, if somebody is not getting it, you're going to be explaining for a very long time.
Mm.
So it took a while before my mom knew what I was actually doing, because she just said, "Ah, my bikini work for my bikini work for television," but she cannot really put her finger on exactly what you know. So until her friends will see me on African Magic and say, "Ah, I see Modu for TV. I see," So, or when they see me, they will now call her and say,
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, put TV. And then she'll be looking at me. She'll be like, hey, she's like Jessie at Togo.
That's cute.
So yeah. So when it came to explaining to her what I actually do, it was
Mhm.
less of a burden for me. So, and then she supports me. She says, I know that you're going to do something decent. I know you're going to do something that will not disappoint me or the
Mhm.
family or yourself. So whatever you do, I pray God to guide you and protect you throughout. So that was her. My
She's
father was
amazing.
just like, it's my daughter. I'm proud of her. My father does not really care.
I love that. Honestly, I love it. We need our mothers to support our parents, to support especially those of us who are in careers that, like your mother, cannot be defined. That's what the contemporary careers we need a lot of hope, because I feel like, especially when it comes to the arts, that we are called to it. We are called to it. It's not for everybody, especially when you have only passion driving you, because there's no financial benefit, you know,
Yes.
for now
Yes.
in this
Yes.
world. So for the young people who are pushing and continue to do this against all odds, you must be one of the chosen few. So it,
Yeah.
and it's not an easy thing. So support us.
So
But
please.
what's the one advice that you would give, especially having navigated this field for so long? What was the one advice that you would give to all the young girls who are thinking and seeing you and thinking, just the way you watch Jessie Atogo and thinking, I want to be like Joan Ngomba someday. I want to be on
Mm-hmm.
Pulse TV. I want to be on African Magic. I want to do Freaky Table. What's
Mm-hmm.
the advice that you would give to these young girls?
Ah, I think two things. One, be sure of your vision.
Mm-hmm,
Be sure that's what you really want to do, because you can't start something and then leave it halfway and then start blaming the whole world why it ended. So be sure of the vision. And then two, be ready to learn.
mm-hmm.
We learn along the way. It is not nobody is some kind of Jesus, or I don't even know, Michael Jackson. Even Michael Jackson was learning. So you just have to open your mind, be ready to learn, be observant, learn a skill in the things that I do. I someone personally taught me TV. It's not like I went to a school and then they taught me how to present or do. Someone practically lend me a hand and said, I'm going to teach you what I know. And that's Chief Bisi Olatilo from Nigeria. And I was grateful. But then when I left his office, I went to school. I went to do a 9 months course on presentation and production, which, they'll teach you how to speak, how camera angles, all those kind of things, how to adjust light, editing, and a little bit of everything. So I had to, because it will help me in the future. It's not just, someone taught me, so I want to remain there. No, you have to, sharpen your skills as you move forward.
Yeah.
So first of all, know the vision, understand what you're supposed to do. Then along the way, open your mind to learning and accepting different things that come your way. In this job, one thing that I really know I had to learn was not to take things personal.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, was not to take things personal. I know that when you're arguing, and I met Elonge lucky in my luckily. I met Elonge, and Elonge is one human being who does not take things personal at all, except
mm-hmm,
you attack somebody, his family, or his
mm-hmm.
or his money. That's when he's like, okay, now you're coming for me. It is not.
Yeah.
It is not. This is not like an argument that we're arguing and then it's on topics or things like that. So he's one person, and from him, I've learned that. I've learned not to, because I'm a girl. Women are always very emotional. They put emotions first and stuff.
Yeah.
So with him around me, I'm like, okay, It's based on the argument. So put the topic down. So
Okay.
when we said something about Camp Comics, and Camp Comics came at me, the comedians came at me like, oh, you're not married, you don't have a kid, and blah blah, some stupid things. So I just looked at it. I said, okay, now you're out of the topic because I don't have anything to argue with you about. So I just sat quiet. I was like, okay, when you're done talking trash, you can get out so that real people should come in and let's move forward. So that's the kind of, and everybody was like, oh, I thought Joan was going to come on and lash out. I'm like, please, who are you talking to? Like, why would you live here and come down here to be arguing with, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I just like, okay, whatever. You said whatever I want to say. Are you feeling okay now? Are you good? Let's go.
So somebody criticized you, if I get it right. Somebody
criticisms are not personal, except
they are not personal.
when you criticize when you bring my family into it, then I know that that's not criticism. Now this is a personal attack to me. So I would treat you that way. But when it's about something that we're arguing, maybe football, politics, entertainment, life, and then you're on the argument, believe me, the both of us can go. At the end of the day, we'll go and get soya and drink and have fun and go away. I don't care.
So I like that. In other words, especially if you're coming into the media world as a young person, you need to be able to separate your work from
emotions. From your emotions aside and focus.
Yes. When you're doing work,
and one thing I'm going to say to young girls in media, and it's something I've seen happen so often. The one advice I got from D'banj, right, the artist, he said, do not date celebrities. He's a big star. I mean, I was around him all the time. So I get to see their lives behind the scene. So it was like, do not date a celebrity. If you want to have flings, that's fine. You don't go with your heart. Just have the fling, move your way, go your way. But don't. Our lives are very complicated. And for someone like you will not understand, even if you're in the business. So that's one advice I will also give to young females in the industry. Don't entangle yourself with artists or celebrities. Believe me, you lose respect and you lose value. The thing about it is that to be a woman in this job is tough enough. You have a lot. You're working twice as hard, on the job. And then you start mingling. When you start having sex with people, they start taking you, so whether it's a serious relationship or not, right? They start, for some stupid reason,
they don't see
feel
you
like
finish.
they don't see you exactly. They don't see you finish. So what do you want to show me that I've not seen before? And a little problem, if this person says this is, you being the girl that you are, you're going to act emotionally. Then they will act as the man, which means they'll always want to degrade you just for them to look superior. And doing that, your personal issues start getting into the line. And at some point, fans don't even know whether they start being confused. Like, okay,
so like Tessie's asking, so celebrities no go marry?
Of course. I just made a decision. I took D'banj's advice. Believe me, I did. And I didn't have anything to do with stars.
Yeah.
It saved me. It did. Maybe that worked for me. I'll just speak from my perspective. For other people, well, most of my friends were not even dating stars either. They were like, I don't want their wala. So the celebrity power that Nigerian celebrities have is not here. The level of success and fans and all that.
No, we're not there yet. Cameroon is not there yet.
It's not here. So celebrities can live a normal life, per se, here. Because they go out, they're not crowded by fans and stuff like that. They cannot do things. They can actually go to the supermarket and buy their things, sit at the bar, drink their
no, they are not
drinks.
Yet celebrities.
Yeah.
Now.
So if it's in Cameroon, but I always feel the attitude from men generally, avoid it. If you can avoid it. It will help you.
Yeah. So if you're a young lady coming into the industry,
please, Tessie, celebrities should marry you. Are you not married? See this girl. This girl, Tessie, you're married. So happy Valentine's Day. So.
John, I'm going to run a series. I want a series of really quick questions. Finish these sentences for me, yeah?
Okay. Oh, Lord,
what's your biggest fear?
Pardon?
What's your biggest fear?
Death. No, not death. Just being a huge disappointment to people who look up to me.
Okay. What's your wow? Yeah, I like that. That's huge. What's your hope for the Cameroon entertainment media landscape?
To be big and powerful. When the media is not big, the celebrities don't stand a chance to be bigger. So the media, when you have big media stations, they help boost the industry, especially for the entertainment side. They help boost the industry or the celebrities themselves. So that's what I hope for. Let everybody get on board and work hard.
Okay. And Maria is asking you, what's your next step? How do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
My dream has always been to own a production house, which is like, I see Mo Abudu in Nigeria, and that's what I want to be. Believe me. She started with a TV show just like me, and now she owns a whole TV network. So I always want to have like a production place, like places I can produce content and people can come to me and I help them produce content or train young people, give jobs. That's me. That's what I really want to do at the end of my life. So we're starting now.
You're starting. I mean, you're starting. You're already on your way.
Thank you.
No, you are. And I think that when people are going to go back after this show and go get to know who you are, they will see what I mean. You are already on your way. You're a businesswoman. You are a businesswoman. You're not just about this game. So, like somebody said, keep the focus. Keep the focus because you have it. You have it. You have that thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is it. So okay. So I think somebody said, amazing dream. Life is all about growth. And Ismail says, up Joan. Oh, that was when you said that. So I'm coming again to my series of quick questions.
Okay.
Creativity is, finish the sentence. Creativity is?
Talent meets skill.
Talent meets skill. Style is?
Person is your, what style is you. Is you.
It's you.
Style is you. Yeah.
And entertainment is?
Oh man. Oh man, what can I say about entertainment? My goodness. Entertainment is life. To me, entertainment is life.
And being a Cameroonian is?
Oh, it's depressing. Okay, no, sorry. Oh no, it's fun. You get to learn the hard way. Yeah. It's fun. You get to learn the hard way. Yeah.
And finally, love is?
Oh, love is love. It's joy. It's peace. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. If you get it right. Yeah.
Joan, this has been a pleasure.
Aww.
Such a pleasure to me, and I'm sure to all of us who are watching. I mean, there's so much we can talk about. And there's only so much we can talk about in an hour. But I think that I have enjoyed this. Have you enjoyed it? What did you think?
Of course, I had so much fun. I wish we were on Zoom where everybody who is watching is showing, and then I'll be like, yeah. But I'm grateful to everyone who watched, your viewers, your fans, everyone who took time off to watch this. I'm truly grateful, and to you, man. Like, I never ever thought that I would see you, and then we get to do this. So I'm like, when you you reached out to me, I was like, wait, is this the same person? Like, really? I had to go to your Instagram and check your picture, check. I was like, wow.
It's Auntie Goretti.
I was like, which means I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere in my life.
You really are. And as Bimuma says, you are a good influence to the generation, and your smile is beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. I'm so shy.
Don't be. And you can follow her. So for those of you who don't know who Joan is, she's on Instagram and Twitter as Joan Ngomba. And on YouTube, follow the Decoded TV show. And I need you guys to come back to this show. Leave the comments after you've watched Freaky Table and tell me what you think. And shout out to Kwa Elonge and
Yana Jr.
You guys are doing amazing. Honestly, I just wish the
Thank
best for
you.
the show. You guys are amazing. You really are doing amazing, and you're really changing the game. Keep the focus. Don't be distracted. People come and tell you do it in this language, do this. Stay on your lane. Stay focused. Stay focused. We are watching Cameroonians. You know, like you said, we don't react, but we watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
keep doing what you do. I'm so thank you so much. So, any final what you want to say to the audience before I let you
Oh,
go?
at this point, it's like I would have said, "Oh, please don't forget to watch the show on YouTube, Decoded TV show." But I just want to wish everybody a wonderful Valentine's Day. I think that's the one that is coming up. And Youth Day, we have the Youth Day, 11th of February. Youth is not about age, it's about the mind. So if you feel young, live young. Stop, but don't make the same mistakes you did when you were 16. Just celebrate your youthfulness, your vibrancy, your ability to learn, mingle. Just have fun. This life is too short. Don't take things too seriously, too personal. Just have
Mhm.
fun, relax, chill. And please do not forget your God and always be loyal to your good friends.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because as you get older, honestly, those good friends are like diamond. They don't come easy.
Exactly. Your
They're
friends start going,
very
your level, your amount of friends starts going like this.
yes, they do. They do. But thank you, and you can follow. Is she on Facebook? Yes, she's on Facebook. You're on Facebook as
Joan
Joan
Ngomba,
Ngomba.
the same,
Yeah,
the
she's
same.
on
Everywhere. That's the name.
on social media. It's Joan Ngomba. But thank you, darling. I really appreciate you coming.
Thank you
Um, I'm,
so much for having me.
I'm definitely gonna let you go, but hopefully we'll see you again on this show, right?
Yes, of course. And when you
All
come to
right.
Cameroon, hope you stop by a freaky table.
I would be honored to. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Bye.
so much. Take care.
Bye. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have been amazing. It's been an hour. This show is going to be an hour going forward so that you have enough time to go and chill. But thank you guys as usual. Tribe. By the way, if you see in the comment section, the first comment is our Patreon. We are on Patreon. So if you love what you see, you want us to do better and invite better guests and have better connection, just support us. Our Patreon link is in the comment section. Your £5, $5, $10, $30 will go a long way to supporting our show. So but yeah, so click on our Patreon link if you can, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday. And have a lovely evening, guys. Everybody wants to find the perfect match for their financial needs. Secured savings, stress-free access to affordable loans, instant mobile money transfers to MTN and Orange Cameroon, and even a share in the profits as a member owner. For over 7 years, Rencam Credit Union has been the perfect match for Cameroonians living in the UK and other nationals with interest in the Cameroonian heritage. Visit rencam.co.uk. Join Rencam Credit Union today, achieving success together.